No, it's all right. Hey, I'm in the area putting the story together. Just want to let y'all know that I'll be out in the parking lot filming a little bit in the cars and around the parking lot where I'm allowed to get into. And I just want to let y'all know that I'll be out there.
Who are you with?
I'm with myself. There's no one else with me. I work for myself. I just want to let y'all know that I will be out in the parking lot. I just didn't want nobody to see me on the camera and kind of freak out about it. Just want to let y'all know that I'll be out in the parking lot. Just getting information together on certain cars out here and certain police in the area. That's all. All right, thank you. Putting the article together. Out in the area. Article together of these cars out here. I was inside City Hall. She said she let the mayor get back with me, but I just left and came over to the police department. Spoke to the lady out front and told her I'd be out here just taking a few photos of the license plates, the tags, the inside of the cars, just trying to see the upkeep of them.
Okay. Do you have any identification on them?
I do not.
Okay. I need to...
All right, guys, welcome back. Today's video dives straight into the collision between First and Fourth Amendment rights and a police department that clearly forgot its oath. What starts as a calm, transparent explanation turns into a slow-motion train wreck of authority abuse. The filmer does exactly what citizens are told to do. He announces himself, explains his purpose, and remains in a public space. He's not hiding, he's not sneaking, he's not committing a crime. Yet the tension rises immediately because cameras make bad authority nervous. The message is simple. Awareness matters. Filming matters. And comments, likes, and engagement help expose misconduct that would otherwise be buried. This isn't about chaos. It's about accountability. And when only a sergeant and a captain are involved in something this sloppy, you have to wonder what's happening when no one is watching? This is how rights get tested. Not in courtrooms, but in parking lots.
I left it on.
Know who you are when you're out here casing my place. I don't know what you're doing. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm just filming, that's all.
Okay, but you say that, but I don't know what you're doing.
Well, I mean,
Okay, why are you out here filming police cars and police cars and tags and stuff?
Just for general public knowledge, that's all.
Okay, I need to see some kind of identification.
I don't have any on me.
Some kind of identification.
I don't have any on me. Can I have your name?
Yeah, you can step right over here in my car. I'll give you my name and I'll get yours.
Well, who are you?
I'm Sergeant Peeble.
You're a sergeant. Is there an officer above you?
Huh?
Is there an officer above you?
The chief.
Chief of police. Okay.
You want to talk to him too?
Hey, you might want to go get him.
Okay.
Because you're above your jurisdiction out here, partner.
No, sir, I'm not.
I can show you, but I can tell you.
Don't walk off.
First off, I'm free to walk.
Reasonable suspicion
of what crime?
Now, which is why I have
of what crime? Of what crime?
And I'm on a game.
Suspicion of what crime? You're avoiding that question because you know you done dug yourself in the hole.
Reasonable suspicion.
Of what crime?
It's not normal for somebody.
Are you a law enforcement or a normal enforcement?
Would you like me to explain it to you?
No, see, you're digging yourself in the hole now.
It's
not normal. So you're telling me that every law that's written in the U.S. has to be normal in order to be a...
No, sir.
Okay, then. You just answered your own question.
Reasonable suspicion.
Of what crime?
I'm going to identify
of what crime? There's no crime here. You just don't like my camera.
Would you like me to explain?
I don't want to like anything. I just
stop talking. I'll explain.
You're right. I'm gonna stop talking because I'm keep doing what I'm doing.
No, you're not going anywhere right now.
You cannot restrict my. You can't restrict my movement in this public area. You can't do it. No, you can
at the moment.
You cannot.
You're not under arrest.
The confrontation escalates fast when the sergeant demands identification, without a crime, without reasonable suspicion, without legal footing. The filmer stays calm, repeatedly asking the only question that matters: what crime am I suspected of? Instead of an answer, he gets attitude. The sergeant admits it's not normal, confusing personal discomfort with criminal behavior. That's the problem. Not normal is not a crime. Filming police vehicles in public is legal protected activity. The officer attempts to detain anyway, crossing a constitutional line. Movement is restricted, threats are implied, and suddenly rights are treated like privileges. This is the exact moment when ego replaces law. The filmer refuses to be bullied, asserts his Fourth Amendment protections, and demands clarity. That clarity never comes because there's no crime, just a camera and an officer who doesn't like it.
Cool, okay.
Detained until I find out.
Detained for what crime? Tell me that. And after you answer that question, after you answer that question, tell me and tell my attorney what crime you're detaining me for. Let me hear.
Your attorney got nothing to do with it.
No.
Between you and your attorney.
He has it. No, between you and my attorney. You're gonna cost this department a lot of money. I don't have to tell you a damn thing. Are you the chief? How you doing out here, brother? Can I talk to you, sir? Because this officer here is irrational. I'm David. Nice to meet you, brother. Yes, you are irrational. I'm David. Nice to meet you. I'm doing a little filming out here in the parking lot. Not only has he threatened to detain me, and his suspicion is it's not normal. My question to him was, is it normal or is it illegal? He said it's not normal. I said, sir, I've broken no law. I'm filming. I'll be on my way. He told me I was detained.
What I want you to do is I would like for you to at least look at that yellow sign that's on the building over there.
Did I
see what it says? Authorized personnel only.
In this parking lot or down there?
It's this whole section because
so why isn't
they drive through here?
So why isn't their sign there?
Hurricane Michael, actually, we haven't had a chance to put all the signs up.
So until that sign is put up, there's no sign here for you to abide by.
The other question that we had, there was a concern actually that prompted us to actually talk to you.
Yes, sir.
Out here in the public, there is no expectation of privacy. We all understand.
Can you tell him that there, please?
He understands that as well.
I would like for you. I would like for you to tell him that on camera.
What I want you to understand is that when we as law enforcement officers get calls from the general public, all right, it is our job to go out and find out what's going.
When the chief arrives, you expect professionalism. Instead, you get damage control. The chief acknowledges public filming is legal and admits there's no expectation of privacy, but refuses to correct his sergeant directly. This is where leadership fails. The conversation shifts to signs, restricted areas, and hypothetical rules that don't apply because they're not posted. The filmer exposes the contradiction instantly. No signage, no violation. The chief explains, police respond to calls, comparing filming to not normal behavior like carrying a TV at night. Again, confusing suspicion with illegality. And that's the heart of the issue. Police can talk. They cannot detain without cause. The filmer pushes back calmly, forcing them to admit the truth. No crime has been committed. Once spoken aloud, everything begins to unravel.
You know, if a person's carrying a television at 10 o'clock at night down the street, that's not normal behavior.
But is it illegal?
Okay. So that gives us the right to at least talk to the individual to determine if they are committing a crime or have committed a crime.
I'm glad you said that. Okay. So after he talked to me, can I talk, please? Because you've said more than enough to answer all his questions. Okay. You said that y'all are obligated to come talk to find out there's a crime being committed, correct? So with that being said, let's go back to you. Is there a crime being committed? No, but I want to talk to you. I want to talk to him first. Is there a crime being committed right now?
I don't know yet.
You don't know that.
I'm trying to determine.
So what crime do you see? There's a camera. There's a man in a parking lot. Where's the crime? You won't answer that because you don't put your foot in your mouth, you idiot.
We received a call in regards to you videotaping.
Yes, sir.
In a building.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the question is, and the concern is that was an individual casing this place for a potential robbery? Okay. So that is how the call came out.
You're joking, right?
No, I am not joking at all.
Those sweet ladies.
You have to understand, what is today's date?
Those sweet ladies.
September the 12th.
The day after 9/11, and my heart goes out to every family that lost a loved one.
So some of these individuals are still edgy.
So those sweet ladies called you after I talked to them.
When you have an individual that comes in and videotapes and tries to go into areas that are for authorized personnel.
Well, I didn't walk. I asked him. I said, "Hey, listen."
The excuse finally surfaces. A call claiming the filmer might be casing the building. That's it. No evidence, no action. Just fear and imagination. The chief references post-9/11 anxiety to justify the stop, but constitutional rights don't disappear because someone feels uneasy. The filmer dismantles the logic piece by piece, reminding them that lawful activity cannot be retroactively criminalized. The chief eventually admits if he's just filming in public, he's free to do so, yet still refuses to say it clearly to his subordinate. That silence speaks louder than words. Instead of correcting misconduct, leadership protects ego. This is how departments lose lawsuits. This is how trust erodes. And this is exactly why recording matters. Because without video, this story would be rewritten.
I understand.
I'd be down this hallway. She said, no, there's a sign there. I said, yes, ma'am. I won't go past that sign.
That is what prompted us to engage you in conversation to find out if what your intentions were. If you're just going around filming, by all means, have at it.
Don't tell me that. Tell him that, please.
He's aware of it.
No, I want you to.
He's one of my employees.
Honor your oath and tell this man that I am allowed to film as long as I stay within a public accessible area. Please tell him that. Tell him.
He's aware of it.
I want you to tell him, please. Make me feel better. You're a public servant. Please serve me.
You just heard me say it.
But I want you to tell him.
I'm not going to go into that. Okay?
So you won't correct your officer in public?
I'm not correcting him.
Can you tell him, please?
He knows because I just told it to you.
I want to document you telling your sergeant. I want you to document you.
Everybody on YouTube knows the same thing.
This isn't going to YouTube. This is going to the local news media because that is unbelievable that he's going to tell me that suspicion of me filming is enough to detain me, and you're going to allow him to tell me that?
Yes.
You know you did.
I am going to allow him to do that because I explained to you the circumstances.
But was there a law?
We received a call by the general public.
How you doing, buddy?
the right to find
So
out
we
who
have
you
the
are, what you're
we
doing.
have the
You don't have that right. I got a Fourth Amendment right to protect me from you.
Okay.
I have a Fourth Amendment right to protect me from idiots like you.
All right.
I have a right.
Now, let me explain something.
No, I'm not insulting.
There's no
The
reason
truth.
to
No,
insult
I got a First Amendment right that allows me freedom of speech.
All right.
So it is on video, and the whole world's gonna see it. Okay, and I hope your family doesn't watch social media.
Frustration peaks as the filmer asserts his First Amendment rights, including speech the officers don't like. Insults, criticism, and calling out incompetence are all protected. The officers don't like it, but the Constitution doesn't require comfort. The chief attempts to end the encounter while still avoiding accountability, urging everyone to de-escalate without acknowledging who escalated it in the first place. The sergeant lingers, still demanding compliance, still refusing to accept instruction. This is ego in uniform. The filmer points out the obvious. He was threatened with detention for doing nothing illegal. That's not policing, that's harassment. And it's caught on camera. The moment ends, not with justice, but with retreat. The department backing down because the law is undeniable.
Well,
They're gonna
this
see
is
it too.
over.
It is.
All right.
Y'all can go back inside.
You have a wonderful day.
I will. I promise I will do my best. Go ahead, follow suit, partner. Bye.
You still haven't identified.
And I'm not going to.
Why?
I'm not going to. Follow suit. Holler at your partner.
Because the chief said so.
No, because I'm telling you to. Bye.
No, you don't tell me anything.
I bet you're gonna go in that door.
You have a nice
I bet
day.
you're gonna go in that door.
You have a nice day.
I promise you I will. Please leave. You're harassing me now. I've done nothing wrong. Please leave.
There's no need.
I'm not upset, but tell your sergeant to swallow his ego here and just leave.
No, the thing is
Tell your sergeant to swallow his ego and
I'm
leave.
asking you now, all right?
To do what?
We are de-escalating.
And I'm trying to de-escalate. No. I'm
unfortunately,
de-escalating.
are bringing it back
How?
up because you're trying to belittle this individual.
No.
So
his ego is in
it's
effect.
over.
And now your ego, because you're telling me I'm belittling. Okay, it's over. All right, I'm done talking.
You're
Okay.
creating a scene out here.
I'm not creating a scene.
necessary.
Y'all came out here. Adios. Thank you. I will try. I will. Please, y'all be safe out there, all right? Y'all be safe. I told you he's gonna walk back inside.
As the officers walk back inside, the final message lands hard. If these are the people giving orders, imagine how their subordinates operate. This isn't an isolated mistake, it's a cultural problem. Too many officers forget their oath the second their authority is challenged. That's why filming is essential. That's why knowing your rights is non-negotiable. One fragile ego can turn a lawful interaction into an arrest, unless there's a camera rolling. The video closes with a call to action. Document everything, educate yourself, and spread awareness. Accountability doesn't come from silence, it comes from exposure. Because rights only exist if people are willing to exercise them. And today's reminder is simple. Record the police, always.